after years of persecution and terror from the government of Canada, or I should say, the New World Order liberal globalists who control the government of Canada, the unvaxxed of Canada have won the war. We've won. I'm going to tell you, we have won. All of the coronavirus mandates, the last of them have been gotten rid of. The last of the COVID-19 mandates in Canada, which pertained to travel with the Arrive Can and all that stuff, they have all been gotten rid of. The government has surrendered. It's over. The government has completely buckled under the pressure of the unvaxxed, who were, they love to say we were a small group of people, but this small group, we resisted. We stood up to the government. We looked at them in the eye and said, we will not comply. We will not comply. We will not comply with you. We're not doing it. Many people did surrender, and those people, if you didn't want it and you got it out of fear, you're a shameful person. You should be ashamed. You're a coward. I condemn you. I rebuke you. You are a weakling, and you can go to hell for as far as I'm concerned. But we who stood our ground, we have won. We have won. We didn't give them an inch, and now they've surrendered. And they didn't do it because they wanted to. They are not happy about this, but the pressure was too great. First, we got the border mayors on our side. Jim Diodati, the mayor of Niagara Falls, and the mayor of Windsor, the mayor of Fort Erie, the mayor of St. Catherine, the border mayors. And don't think that these are good people either. They have to go on our side because we put pressure on them. And remember, I was calling for economic boycott of Canada. I was calling for foreigners to boycott Canada until all these restrictions were gone. And the border towns suffered the most from that. And so they were forced to go on our side. And now, after years of standing our ground, the government has now blinked. Justin, the tar-faced Mac Daddy Trudeau, has blinked. Arrive Can will be gone. The mask mandates will be gone. Now, this isn't necessarily over. We have won the war, but that doesn't mean, first of all, that these things can't come back. The Conservatives in Canada have just elected a new leader, Pierre Poilievre. And one thing that I'm looking for from him is whether or not he is going to say that these mandates will be made illegal. You will never be allowed to bring these mandates back. I think it should be in the Constitution. There should be constitutional changes which say that the government of Canada and the provincial governments can never allow these mandates to come back ever, ever, ever again. Ever again. I'll tell you that right now. He should bring that in, or he should at least call for it. Even if he's not successful, the fact that he calls for it will be a big step. And not only that, the casualties, like me, many of us who were fined, who were arrested, many who have lost their jobs because they stood up to the New World Order liberal globalists who run the government of Canada, who impose these mandates. They also need to be compensated too, just like this border police officer, Patrick McNulty, who was recently fined and fired from his job for trying to help people go around Arrive Can, rightfully so. And he needs to be compensated. Whether you're working or not, whether you need it or not, the fact of the matter is you deserve reparations for what happened. You are a casualty of war, just like when the Germans lost in World War I, they were forced to pay reparations to France. The government of Canada needs to pay us reparations, whether we need it or not. And we need to support people, statesmen and women, who will make sure that these mandates are made illegal. And we also need to condemn and rebuke any leader, any person in government who was compliant in allowing these mandates to take place. And I don't want to hear anything about I was doing my job or I was just following orders. That's not acceptable to me. You deserve the same punishment as the people who supported it. But that's the news here now. The last of the mandates are over, and honestly, I'm going to tell you, if you are unvaxxed like I am, you should feel nothing but pride in being able to stand up to the government, stand up to the New World Order, liberal globalists, and win, actually win. You did not do what they told that what they were pressuring you to do, and you prevailed. And we need to make sure that these mandates never come back, and they can very well come back. These roaches, these cockroaches, these parasites, the New World Order, liberal globalists, they are very, very persistent. So we have won this because we need to make sure that this doesn't happen again. And with that being said, this is